This is Oz.
It's your boy Prince Dakkar.
You're listening to The Kickback Show on
Dash Radio.
New women, new clothes, new bitches I see. This ain't the world for me. And everything you copy, I can get it for free. Smoke the Buddha in the day. Wish that I could say. Open up for the smile. Look at me like a child. Waving at this aside. It's a very good lesson. Hoping that they...
And we back. It's the Kickback Show with your boy, the DJ TJ. We got two super dope designers in the building. Oz.
What's up?
And Prince Dakkar. What's good, guys?
What's good?
Oh, man, it's the Kickback Show. Sunday night. Actually, well, this airs Wednesdays at 7, but we always record it Sunday, so it kind of throws me off a little
Feels
bit.
Feels good.
So what's new with you guys? Apparently, you guys already knew each other before I even had you on the show.
Yeah, we were just talking the other day, actually.
Yeah. I was supposed to help him out with a photo shoot, but I actually bailed on him.
Ooh, and then you see him here on the show, too. He's like, wait a second. I see how it is. He didn't answer my text.
For you in the shoot.
Yeah, but actually I know Oz from Dope when he was working there as a creative director, and I came in and interviewed just to help them out for a bit. So.
Right.
Yeah, we banged out a bunch of cool clothes for a few weeks together.
Yeah, last time, Oz, I actually one of the last times I saw you, you were at the newer office, the Dope office downtown, and you were cranking out those denim jackets that were like crossed with jerseys or something. You had like some Jordan. I was like, damn, this is sick.
Yeah, those are like.
Are you still doing that?
On the low? Yeah, I
yeah,
just gave one to
about those,
stylist homie. I met a cool guy who he gets clothes for like a lot of NBA guys and stuff, and that's like a sports project. It's kind of like random for me, but I just like saw a cool opportunity.
Yeah.
So I'm chasing it on the low. You'll see it.
Okay.
It's coming.
Oh no, I've seen it. This shit's tight.
Cool.
So yeah, that's dope. I mean, I always feel weird saying dope around you because you worked for Dope. Even though it's like
no, that's good. Yeah, it's supposed to happen that way.
What was working at Dope like, or as what was your title over there? Or your position, I should say.
My position was art director, and maybe it changed to creative director at one time. It was a pretty tight-knit crew. So
yeah, because it's like I would think it's like a really big company.
Yeah, that's true. They, the marketing and branding and sales have done well enough to, portray the right things and associate us in cool places or them. Anyways, everybody over there is pretty creative.
Right.
So there was a lot of input, and there's like already like a little legacy to that brand. And I had a great time there. We did a lot of creative projects. I put creative stuff all over the place and did some of my best work. And
when you say your best work, like what kind of stuff you working on?
I did things from like bottom to top, and kind of a lot of the time was on my own until I could get the help of like homies like Prince here.
All right.
And a couple other people to come in and do things. But Dope provides like a urban customer head to toe look, like from eventually literally head to toe.
Right.
So we're making kits that are
shoes to hats.
Yeah, we did footwear too. I did a footwear project right at the end. So yeah, the brand started as t-shirts like a lot of people, but grew, and so now we're doing cut and sew head to toe. We started a whole denim line,
right, and
denim jackets to go with it, with prints on them, with custom cuts, with custom washes.
Nice.
We started a sportswear line, like it was all 90s inspired sportswear, kind of like Polo and Tommy and stuff, called Dope Sport.
Yeah, I remember, I think you pulled it up on the computer when I came over there, and I was like, yo, it's like super like throwback Nautica Polo, like when I was in high school in the 90s. You know, I was like, damn, I remember all this shit. Where's the yellow parka at?
Seriously, bro, pull it out. Like, it was just good timing, seeing it right, because that stuff is definitely popping right now.
That's what's up.
So, and that is still running strong. So,
and you had a lot of influence on that, from what I understand, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That was kind of a baby of mine over there at Dope, a new project that I started right when I got there.
Right.
We changed a lot of things. A lot of people came in there and shook things up and brought a lot of growth. And, we did cool collaborations too. We did a whole project with New Era. We made shorts, hats. We made some bags with New Era that were ill. We did a BET collaboration.
What was that all about?
BET has this thing called the BET Experience that happens in LA once a year. Might be in conjunction with their award show. I'm not sure. Anyways, it's like a weekend of shows downtown near the Staples Center. They have it in conjunction with like this Kicks conference of some sort, like sneakerheads thing. So we got in collaboration with them. We basically pulled out all their retro logos from their old cool shows, Rap City and The Basement, and like so many 106 Park.
Pig
All
in the
these
Basement.
old,
I grew up on that.
yeah, right.
They broke a lot of artists. Remember they used to do the freestyle in the booth, which was like one of my
Exactly.
favorite segments. And you could like try to Google these freestyles, and they're actually kind of tight.
Dude, they
The
are.
part I hated was that like Tigger used to always rap, but he couldn't quite rap like the artists he'd have on the show. I'm like, I see you trying to put yourself on, but it was a little bit like.
That was a fun show though.
I used to come home from school and like go like quick and turn it on because it was like right after school that would come on too. I remember like, oh, it's like 4 o'clock. I got out at 3. I'm like, oh, in the basement. Who's on
homie's
tonight?
house, I didn't even have the cable like that.
Right.
I know, right? Yeah. I had to sneak a peek of that stuff.
That's what's up though. So
Anyways, yeah, that was just one of them. So we presented a booth and a shirt with all these retro logos on it. So we, anyways, the whole time there was great, man. I really got to like, I hadn't had that in my hands, that much stuff in my hands before, and I had worked for like my boss would do that, and so I got to like be in that position for a couple of years,
kind
and-
of get a feel for it.
yeah, and run it, and we crushed. You know, it was awesome. So there came a point where the company sold. I decided to make a move and take care of a few other things in my life. So now I'm focused on killing it with my own shit and with other stuff.
And what's your own shit?
Well, Twonk is something I've been working on for like 5 years now with a homie of mine, Brills, who's a producer.
Brills.
Yeah. So that's taken a front seat right now. We started a record label with Twonk this year.
Because Twonk was like a
so
brand.
many things.
Now
yeah.
now it's a label.
Yeah, that's brand new. Let me back it up a little bit. So when we started, I basically left a previous design job. I was working at this action sports company called Neff.
Okay.
And I wanted to just, same thing, leave the 9 to 5 and go be creative. So I started this project called Human Weirdo.
Okay.
And that's kind of been the brand name of my own personal creation since then.
Yeah.
So Human Weirdo and Brills collaborated on a shirt, and we put Twonk on it, which was the name of his brand new music, and it was obscure at the time, and so it had those logos on there. And then so we decided to get together and just like push some clothes because he was new and he was getting his picture taken all the time. And I'm like, yo, dude, don't be wearing, that's cool stuff you're wearing, but like, yo, wear your own stuff. Let's get this right now. So Twonk was the buzzword that kind of like stuck with the project after a few different things. So Human Weirdo kind of remains.
It became like a culture. Like Twonk is like a culture at this point.
Yeah, man, it's really a thing of its own. If you don't know about it, it's like you would never know, you know. But once you take a peek into the world that it exists in, it's it has a foundation and there's a lot of life in there. Yeah,
I actually want to get into a song that was off of the recent Twonk EP release. This is Hydraulics with Headbang. Damn, that's that heavy hardcore headbang you've been missing right there.
Yeah.
Hydraulics. Shout out to Hydraulics for that one.
Dude, the mix on that tune is so clean and so hard.
The whole EP goes pretty hard if you ask me.
That's called the Twonkalation.
The Twonkalation. Where can you download that at?
Everywhere that you can download something, bro.
Right?
Yeah.
Legally,
So-
preferably.
That's right.
Dakkar, what kind of music do you listen to, Prince?
Man, honestly,
What's like your preference?
my preference? I like anything that I like listening to. Honestly,
Hip hop? Rock?
Yeah, all that. I mean, I've grown up listening to it all. I've
What
been
were you
listening to a
bumping on
lot-
the way here?
I actually didn't listen to any. I'm at the point where I don't listen to anything anymore.
Right.
Like I like silence half the time.
What about all the bands on all the shirts you're making all the time?
Yeah, let's talk about that.
All right.
What
Yeah,
about,
yeah.
do you listen to that shit?
Yeah, I do. I listen to some of the people I design for.
Because I was listening,
No, I
or I
have
was on
to.
your website actually earlier. What is it? Dakkar.com or
Car Studios.
DakkarStudios.com? Dope stuff, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate
I
it.
dig the Death Row T-shirt that you had on there.
Thanks. Yeah, I embroider everything myself by hand. So
Hand embroidery?
well, I mean, I touch everything. So I have
Got
an
it.
embroidery machine. So each item is run by me.
Right.
So
That's
I'm
huge.
sitting there cranking up those things myself.
Yeah, I dig it. What are some of the favorite pieces that you've released?
I kind of just I like to do a play on things. I like to flip things and I like to like encode things a little bit. So I kind of like the simpler things I've been playing with, just dumbing down my ideas but making them kind of something that's a little bit more complex. So an item that's been doing well for me overseas, because I sell a lot overseas, mainly in Japan and like Korea and Southeast Asia and stuff.
Oh, nice. I actually just got back from Korea.
Okay.
That's where I got my
I've been wanting to go.
knockoff Supreme phone case.
Yeah, what
They got a
kind
lot
of
of knockoff stuff over there.
cracked me off was there's a K-pop star by the name of G-Dragon.
Yeah, I know or I don't know G Dragon personally,
Yeah,
but he did a song with I forget, one of those guys. He was on it though.
Yeah, but he's pretty popping.
Bauer, I think.
Pretty worldwide popping. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Outside of like you say that here, most people don't know.
Right.
Unless, you know,
He's huge over there.
he's huge in out everywhere. I think
Right.
outside of our market. But yeah, he somehow got a hat that I made that I sold through the homies Junk Mania in Japan.
Okay.
I sell most of my stuff through them. They're the homies. Shout out
Junk
to
Mania?
Junk Mania. Yeah, check them out. And yeah, so I think his stylist or something picked up one of my hats, and he has a brand called Plus Minus One, I believe
Okay.
it is. And he customized my hat and wore it on a lot of shit, like photo shoots.
Which hat was it?
It was called Shady Eyes. It's a pair of eyes that are just looking sideways.
And then what did he do to it?
Well, Plus Minus One has like these long like tails on their dad hats. You know
Got
what
it.
I mean? So he just kind of added that onto it.
Like that 80s style that they used to have, like the Vision streetwear hats back in the day. They were like almost army with the little flaps on the back.
No. It's like, you know, like the pull strap to adjust the
Got it.
adjust the
Yeah,
hat. It's
yeah,
just
yeah.
super long, so it'll just hang off.
Oh, that's kind of like a trend right now. I see,
Yeah.
like when I was over there was like sweatshirts that had straps hanging way off, even like the pants and everything.
Yeah, I know on the hats.
Bro.
I think it's pretty much because of
Yeah,
him.
look at Oz. He's got it right here.
Yeah.
Human
There you
weirdo.
go.
That's a human weirdo piece, right?
For sure.
You're ahead of the game. Or both of you guys, obviously. That's what's up, though.
So, yeah. So when he wore it kind of popped my stuff off because like people were like, "Yo, this
Yeah, they're like,
fool's
"What's
wearing this
that?"
hat." Like he's got a large audience, and so I kind of went on and started another page and just went and tagged myself on every single picture of him. I was
Okay.
like, hey man, this is the car hat. It's the
Right.
car hat. I don't really like saying that shit, but you know, you got to play the
Oh,
game
yeah,
the way the
you
game is
gotta
played.
Hey, that's right,
So
man.
you know, you just go and you let everybody know, like, hey man, that shit is like a Dakar hat or whatever.
Right.
It just slowly
You
started
see people commenting on the hat, and you're like, yo, that's us.
funneling in, you know,
That's
and
me.
slowly people started tagging me, and I didn't have to start tagging it, and it brought me in a lot of sales and a lot of attention. So I've
Nice,
just been
man.
running it.
Congratulations.
Thanks. Yeah.
Is that within like the last couple of years, or how
That
long?
was early this year.
Wow.
Well, late last year, early this year.
Okay.
Kind of just popped off a little bit more.
Good for you, man.
But yeah, it's cool. It's whatever. Like I said, I do it all myself, so it's a little overbearing at times.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Just staying up late at night, just trying to get stuff done, or what?
Yeah, and just listening to just a machine just cranking off all night. It gets a little,
Yeah, I can imagine.
you know. gotta
You
put
own
the
your own
headphones
embroidery.
in.
You own your own embroidery machine.
Yeah, I've had it for like 8 years, honestly.
Okay.
But like it's a big thing, and I just been here and there for the last whatever. So last couple of years I've been really cranking it out.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And so you sell most of your stuff on through your website?
Yeah, I'm usually always direct to consumer. I like to be independent.
Okay.
If I, do stuff, it's usually with other people when I freelance, and they can deal with the.
You ever participate in any trade shows or anything?
I have before, but I just I don't really personally believe in them.
Why is that?
I just think it's an industry standard, and it's a thing that people fall in line with. And if for other people, that's fine. For the business, it's fine. But I'm more of an artist, and I don't like to put my mindset into that when I'm thinking about making things or falling into a deadline or a timeline or when things need to be sold and dropped.
You kind of want to just do it at your own will.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm going to see it as an artistic medium, I got to treat it as art, and I can let other people worry about the other nuances of whatever the hell it is,
Right.
But I've always been successful by giving people kind of what they want through my eyes and charging more for it, the fact that I do it myself.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So you get 100%. It's almost like an independent artist in the sense.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's valuable when I do it, so I try to express the fact that it's something that's not just a regular thing.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Good stuff, man. Oz.
I need to get an embroidered shirt of yours.
Yeah,
like
whatever you
something
want.
like freaking like a
Why don't you guys do a
Cotton
collab?
Mouth
Yeah, I was about to say,
King's shirt.
let's do some shit together.
yeah, absolutely.
'Cause I was
Some
on your
more.
Instagram, and you every post for the last week has been a different piece of article that you've done.
Yeah, I just
All Human Weirdo, right?
I just posted a whole bunch of custom stuff just because it just happened to happen right now, so there's a lot of posts with
And you've probably
Gear.
been sitting on this stuff for a while, right?
yeah, some of it's stuff that I made for myself, and
Right.
rock just like once or twice.
People are like, "Where do you get that?" You're like, "You can't. I made this. This is my one of a
Yeah,
kind."
definitely. And a lot of them are on samples from Dope.
Right.
So
You got the dope hookup.
they're literally they're just a sample that we changed in a different iteration. So
Right.
They don't exist anywhere else in the first place. So that's cool.
Yeah. Do you consider yourself a designer or an artist, or what would you like to refer to yourself as? In a sense, 'cause it seems like you're designing, and it's almost like an art in a way.
Yeah, I'm sticking them both
Both of
together.
you guys actually.
It's what Prince is saying is right in that there's a muse that visits us, and you have to court her and get the magic out, and that is a lifelong pursuit, and it comes in waves. But about 10 years ago, I decided to have a kid, and then I had another kid, and then I had another kid.
Hey, the 3-pack. Dad
So,
life.
I'm raising these babies in Hollywood, a couple of blocks from here, and I have been kind of, in a way, forced to sometimes chase that deadline and that sale that
Right.
Prince is talking about. And I definitely hate it, and I fight the
Fight the
commerce
man.
versus art, and I definitely fight the man. Yeah, I fight the man in my clothes too. I try to, but that's what's put me in there. So so that is actually literally what's forced me into working in fashion and learning now the apparel industry and spending some time there. And now I apply that to my own projects right now.
Nice.
Human Weirdo and Twonk too.
And how long have you been in fashion for?
It's approximately 10 years. I was playing music for a long time, and I was doing my own merch.
I didn't
and
know
then
that you did
freelance.
music.
Yeah, that's how I kind of got here to Los Angeles.
What were you doing? Were you in a band or?
Yeah, I'm from Idaho.
I could see you in a band. That's why I said that.
Yeah.
You don't come off as a DJ. You come off as a band member.
That's what
in
it
a
is,
good
man.
way.
Yeah, that's cool. That's interesting. I haven't heard that one in a while or
Well,
something.
you have that rock star appeal. It's
dope.
like I see a million DJs. You know how it is. I can spot a DJ from a mile away out here. But
Yeah, it's definitely different, man. Yeah, I got a lot of DJ friends. I know what you mean, dude.
right.
So I'm from Idaho, and started
part?
a band out there. I'm from Coeur d'Alene, which is
Okay.
up north by Spokane, Washington. So I, in college, started a band, started playing music, and after a couple of years, came out to Los Angeles to just do it,
What kind of band
So,
was it?
It was electronic pop
Okay.
with hip hop also.
What were you doing?
I was on the microphone mostly.
I was gonna say, were you rapping or?
Yeah, we started as a pretty traditional thing, but with a keytar.
Dope.
Yeah.
With the
and
retro vibe.
retro vibe and a computer also. So at the time, the sound men would always like give us a hassle when we show up at a venue. And
Why?
Like, because we had like a computer and be like, you're cheating.
Yeah, it's like,
So
oh,
this
what are you
was-
guys?
This was from 2004 or 5 through 2009.
okay.
So the electronic sound hadn't permeated the people yet,
Right.
quite as it has. You know what I mean?
Right.
So Postal Service was brand new.
Oh, Postal Service. Remember those days?
Long story short, we came out here, man, and we did, the band was a whole thing. We did.
Everybody was from Boise? Or, I mean, from Idaho? Sorry.
Everyone was from Idaho, yeah. We met in school.
What was the name of the band?
Utah. It's called Love You Long Time.
Love You Long Time.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, you can look it up. So
Well, I believe I will.
yeah, I was doing merch. So that it's been about 10 years ish. I don't know when it started, but I was just doing our own. And then eventually, like all the bands we'd be on tour with started asking me to do it. And then labels got a hold of me, and I was doing that a lot. And then we opened a show for MC Hammer and Vanilla Ice.
What? That's still a thing? Or even back then? Like,
I mean, it was like, you know,
a throwback show.
Yeah, it was like a retro like event. There was
Right.
like, yeah.
I would have gone to that.
Yeah.
Right.
Not many
yeah,
people
it
can
was-
say
it
they've
was a
seen the
novelty,
Vanilla Ice
totally.
and MC Hammer live, like on this, because they came up around the same era of like, they were both
Exactly.
hot at the same time.
It was crazy. So Neff, this clothing brand, sponsored that event.
I can
and,
totally see that.
Liked my clothes, and then we connected a couple of years later, and that's when I started just working.
Nice.
Yeah.
How long have you been in the fashion industry, Prince?
That's a weird question. I'd say like 8 years officially.
Okay.
Just I came to LA as a gallery painter.
From where?
I was in Seattle. I was going to school in Seattle at the
Dope.
time. I started
Art Institute or what?
nah. Nah, they
You
wanted
say that with confidence. You're like, nah, fam.
Nah. They wanted too much money. I actually went to Seattle Central Community College. It was actually really
Hey.
tight. It was right there on Capitol Hill back when it was tight.
Capitol Hill is still pretty tight, but it's different now.
It's a different type.
Right.
It's a more expensive type.
Right.
You gotta have more money. I was, stepping over like heroin addicts and stuff with needles in their arm to get to class.
Right.
But I kind of like that grime. But yeah, I came out here as a painter, and through my painting, I was making clothing. So like,
Of course.
But I wouldn't really say I was technically in the game.
Okay.
At that point.
And then at what point did you get in the game? What was that switch that you're like, yo, I'm going to run with this?
Well, like it's funny. I had an art gallery, and
Here in LA?
Yeah,
Nice.
2 locations. The first one was in Echo Park, and then the second one was in Silver Lake.
What was the name of your gallery?
The first spot was called Ronin Gallery, and then I had an issue with this gallery in New York called the same thing.
Oh,
So
jeez.
I made them pay me some money, and then I changed my name.
Nice.
And then it was called the Gravel Pit. So
Tight.
when I changed it over to the Gravel Pit, I was like, yo, this like selling art is like way harder than making it. I don't want to deal with that shit.
Right. I don't want to just do your craft and not
But
be
yes,
pressured
even
into
selling
it.
your own art is easier. Like selling other people's art, like you just got to like network and kiss butt and schmooze, and I just couldn't do that.
Right.
So I started selling clothing. I started selling a lot of vintage clothing before it was kind of a real big thing in that area even.
Like what kind of stuff? Like
Just a lot of throwback stuff, honestly.
Okay.
I would just go
parkas and jerseys
digging
and
piles. Actually, I was selling a lot of Riff Raff his track jackets back in the day.
no shit.
Yeah, and that's
I used to DJ for Riff Raff.
yeah, so like
Small world.
he would come in. I'd be like, "Yo, like I got all these track jackets. Which ones you want?" He was like, "I'll take all of them."
Right.
Alright,
That's
well,
totally his style
Yeah,
too.
come through. I'll give you a bulk deal, whatever. So, yeah, and through that I met Lil Debbie and I'm
Right,
friends with
the
her
whole
and stuff.
crew.
Yeah. So, anyways, through that I started a brand called Gods of Geometry that I would sell out of there too, and then Gods of Geometry slowly turned into this brand that I called 1992 Gear. I don't know if you guys ever saw any of the stuff we did back in the day.
Yeah.
But that turned into this whole ordeal, and I'm in the middle of a lawsuit for the last couple of years with it.
Oh god,
But
headache.
that's okay, yeah. Moving on out. So from there, I mean, I've worked with God knows how many different other companies and people with their brands and such. As a
Nice,
freelance
man.
designer, so.
Bro, I loved 1992. I mean, everybody did. It really like splashed. I really remember that vividly. It was cool. And
No, I like vaguely remember 1992 gear.
The way I'm saying it sounds derogatory. I'm sorry. I know you got like
it's fine. It
beef
got
or
bit by
something.
everybody too, and
Yeah.
it turned into like a cheesy thing after.
So like describe it for the viewers who don't know what 1992 gear is. Like describe it. Like
To me, it was an homage to the era and just kind of like bringing it to a forefront in what
Right.
we're doing now. But we like popped off. We did a a Ferrari inspired T-shirt, but it was a Rooster in my Rari tee.
Right.
So I don't know. I just did a lot of witty plays. You know, I did like a.
I kind of still see it in some of your fashion.
Yeah, I mean, I still do, but like it's. I like to do that just because I like to have a Robin Hood mentality when I do this.
Okay.
I like to take from things that are established and people are used to and kind of presenting it in a new way and then me profiting off of it a little.
That's
you know?
dope.
Yeah, I fuck with that.
But giving back and like just reinvent. I try not to just see it as just flipping something or just,
Right.
you know, I try to give it a new meaning when I do it.
No, absolutely. It seems like you're putting a lot of your own art and skill into these things. They actually have some meaning behind them.
Yeah, like I'm trying to get away from it a little bit, you know. But yeah,
Hard not
92
to.
was a lot of that. It was a lot of the flips. It was witty flips. Like we were one of the first people to get a marijuana reference T-shirt into Nordstrom's, just
Okay.
because it wasn't so blatant. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It was like I said, a
Subtle.
little hidden subtext messaging and stuff
I was
like
like,
that.
is that weed on this?
Like, is that about marijuana?
Right. I mean, landing a Nordstrom contract, that sounds pretty dope.
Well, we didn't actually land it. It was through one of our retailers, V-Files.
Okay.
And they dealt with all the business aspect of it because
Right.
believe it or not even talk shit, but when Nordstrom's will buy from you, sometimes what they'll do is they'll buy a shitload of crap from you, right?
Right.
Just say they like order like $50,000 worth of shit,
Right.
And then they don't sell $30,000 worth of it. They'll send it back to you and then make you
charge
pay
you
them back.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
send the
like
contract.
those sometimes those big accounts are like the death of companies. Like
Right.
they'll like
Set you in
put
debt.
all their money into shit and they'll send it out and then they'll get into debt because
Did that happen to you?
no, because we didn't have to deal with that part of it. We
Nice.
sold it
Oh,
to
yeah, 'cause you're going through
we sold it to
V-Files.
the retailers and the retailer.
But that's actually, I mean, like a lot of people don't even know that. That's crazy because I didn't know that.
yeah, that's like one of these hard lessons you learn in the fashion side of things. You know?
Right.
So,
Because that would suck, man. You like put all your work into something, all of a sudden you throw it out there. You're like, yes, man, they're picking it up. We got a major corporation that's about to pick up our stuff, and all of a sudden,
that's another reason why I don't like the whole deadline thing. Because if you can't meet the deadline
Right.
and you're like expecting to deliver, then these people are like, "Yo, we don't even you missed
Yeah,
the
he's like-
deadline." Then you're like 40 racks out, and you're like, "Well,
damn,
fuck."
what a waste. On the corner selling
Yeah,
T-shirts
like,
again.
Yo,
It's true. It's a game between the sales guys and the buyers too. You know,
Right.
like the sales guys, you just got to pump up your stuff like it's the hottest new thing, no matter what. You know,
Right.
And they promise it, and
You got to throw
Then
like
they come back to
incentives to
the
the
office.
salesman or something like, yo, sell 3 shirts and get one free or something.
oh, bro, they got
can
crazy
you even do
incentives
that?
and that stuff. They got all kinds of stuff. It's money up in there. But like, then they come back to the office and they're like, all right, we got it. Hey, I hope your stuff sells, bro.
Right.
You know, like it's happened. I've had those things be shipped back a couple of times, and it's a sad day at the office.
Yeah, I can imagine it's like quiet.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah.
They didn't want those. We just
But
put a
you
lot
can
of
bounce
money into
back,
that.
you know, for sure.
As with any industry, you know,
For
if you got
sure.
what it takes and you're dedicated, it's like, fuck it, we'll take this and we're going to move forward from it, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
But
It's a
gotta
game.
keep on pushing. Gotta keep on pushing.
you got to take those hits, man.
I'm gonna. I got a new track here. Well, it's actually not super new, but Dizzy Hollow, EBT boy, we out here.
Held a conversation with some bigger figure on the west side. Said he just cop a whip and he's looking for his next ride. Never been inside a Benz, need to take her for a test drive. And I was thinking about to come up cause I never had the best life down. I'm about to run up your shit, I'm about to run up like Bliss. I be like, damn, I'm about to risk everything. I need your diamonds and rings. I be like, damn, this shit is really too reckless. I need your whip and your necklace. I be like, damn, I'm holding too much aggression. I've lost account of my blessings. Yeah, got fees that'll just increase. I pray please overcome the beast. On my knees when my needs will become the least. Can't cheese without cheese, so I run the streets. My enemies on a leash trying to duck the peace. No peace when they feast on your flaws for cheap. My OGs telling me never trust police. And my jeans with the cuff increase. When my team trying to rise like yeast with no options. These hard times are numbered. These court fines are numbered. These last days are numbered. My bad ways. EBT boy, dream dripping in cash. Life is too short, so I'm living it fast. Money come and go, try making it last. Investing in the future, just a thing of the past. EBT boy, dream dripping in cash. Life is too short, so I'm living it fast. Money come and go, try making it last. Investing in the future, just a thing of the past these days. I don't know if I can ever prosper this way. I don't know if I can ever see things the same. I don't know if I can ever prosper this way. I don't know if I can ever see things the same. Phone call, my connect, heard a yawn with some big weight. I need something for my mind, I've been trying to get my shit straight. When he pull up with the pack, started thinking real devious. Like if I run up on her quickly, I could probably make the man break down. I'm about to re-up today, I'm about to be on my way. I be like, damn, this shit is really too risky. Who knew that this life would pick me? I be like, damn, way too much hate in my heart, way too much days in the dark. Got me like, damn, thoughts in my mind when I run up. Lately I'm just trying to come up, I need that. Not fine when I got these fines, on time when I drop these lines. To the judge in the courthouse, trying to get my life in line. Respect, I'm intertwined in a fight for mine. Keep it climb till I climb to the top, I shine. Uncle died, guess he really found peace at last. Hope you focus on my drive and never see my crash. Never got the nerve to run and I'ma need that cash. These hard times are numbered. These court fines are numbered. These last days are numbered. My bad ways are numbered. Boy, dream dripping in cash. Life is too short, so I'm living it fast. Money come and go, try making it last. Investing in the future, just a thing of the past. EBT boy, dream dripping in cash. Life is too short, so I'm living it fast. Money come and go, try making it last. Investing in the future, just a thing of the past these days. I don't know if I can ever prosper this way. I don't know if I can ever see things the same. I don't know if I can ever prosper this way. I don't know if I can ever see things the same.
And we back. It's the Kickback Show. That was Dizzy Hollow, EBT boy. My girl was just asking me to get EBT, actually.
Yeah, man.
She's like, you need to get that free food. You need to claim unemployment because I work for myself.
Yeah.
And she was like, she was talking about how some friends of ours, they stack like big dough, but they're in the marijuana industry. And they're on EBT. And I'm like, it's kind of fucked up because it's like you guys are making a hella dough, and at the same time, it's like doing the state, milking the state. And I feel like I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like some people could actually deserve it or could use it. That's why I've never done it for so long, because it's like, you know what, I can always hustle my ass off, and I'm still gonna get it to that point. And I feel like I don't need to take it to that point. But I feel like there's people that will just abuse the system.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel that same way, but people are definitely going to run that system. So.
Right. So it's like, wait, you know what? I'm going to go get my piece of the cake, too. I think I'm going to go sign up for EBT next week. Shout out to California.
Thank you, California.
Yes, sir. And what was it? There's a Twonk show coming up in a couple of weeks, right?
December 14th.
Right? Exchange or something?
At Exchange.
That should be dope. Be dope.
It's a Twonk Takeover Tour. So we haven't covered this. Basically, the brand kicked off as fashion, and we're doing seasonal drops for a few years, and it slowed to an annual drop a little bit. And we're still doing that, putting out clothes, our own stuff we think is weird and cool. And this year, though, we started a label. We added to that mix.
That's huge.
It is now a record label. Yeah.
Official.
We've been putting out a release almost every 3 weeks since April.
Wow.
Yeah. So your homie Eliminate is on a few of those.
Watch out, I'm going to get into one of his songs here in a little bit.
Oh, that's what's
He's
up.
got the Pyramid VIP.
Cool.
But yeah, he's killing it.
Yeah.
I met him in Seattle, actually. Your hometown.
Hey.
You ever heard of Eliminate? No. Eliminate? No. Well, you will tonight.
All right.
That's what's up. Yeah.
It's been a minute since I've been out there.
Right. Yeah. And were you born in the Northwest?
No, I was born in Iran, actually.
Nice.
Yeah.
What brought you to the States?
America, bro.
Hey. Well, trying to get that check, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I was like, my parents came out, when I was like 1. I was raised in Chicago, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, most of my family's out there.
What part of Chicago?
Hollywood, Kenmore area is where my dad's at right now, right by Lakeshore Drive, right there, north side.
I heard it gets kind of rough out there.
Man, it gets rough everywhere, though.
True. Different hood, different city.
Yeah, you just got to know where you're at and how to handle yourself with people.
Right.
Should be straight.
You still make trips back to Chicago?
Yeah, of course, I gotta
It gets
go see
cold
my-
as shit in the wintertime from what I understand.
Like it's always hard to go there though, because you're trying to figure out what time to go there. It's hot as fuck.
It looks like you got the right jacket on though, man. You're all camoed up with the nice
I'd be
insulated.
trying to layer up here, but you can't because it'd be 80 degrees in December. and
That's
shit.
what's hard about about fashion in LA. It's like, all right, it's like layer season, right? It's like I'm gonna throw on the jacket. I got some dope hoodies I'm gonna flip, and then it's like, man, it's 75 degrees in December.
Yeah, the morning it's like chilly. You're like, oh yeah, I could rock it. And
Right.
It's hot as fuck.
Lunchtime, sweating at the table with a beanie on. Like, geez, why did I put this on?
Right.
Fashion, man. Maybe in February or like maybe in like May it'll get cold or something.
I legit had a Snapchat last year. It was 90 degrees. I was getting a Christmas tree. I was on the Christmas tree lot. And I'm like, man, LA Christmas time, y'all. Feeling festive out here. I'm like sweating and shit. You know, it just doesn't feel right. Because I was raised in the Northwest. We get a Christmas tree. There's snow. We go snowboarding. You know, doing the whole drinking coffee and doing some shopping. You kind of feel festive, you know? And it rains like 60% of the year in the Northwest. But now it's like, nah.
No, it's
Come out
just
to LA.
weird.
You could wear a tank top, a t-shirt, or you could throw a hoodie on, you know?
That's about it.
That's about it. But hey,
But hey.
you guys got any new stuff coming out? I mean, obviously you've been releasing something like every day.
So we just dropped you guys both mentioned Riff Raff. We've got 2 releases in the last 2 weeks. So the previous one was Hydraulics. We played a tune
I
from
saw
before.
that.
Hydraulics Trippin' EP. One of the songs featuring Riff Raff.
Hey.
Yeah.
I was actually just bumping that a little while ago before I came in.
It's called Al Caponeum.
It is.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. So I also used to work for Riff. Hey!
Hey.
He had like his own Neff collections for a few seasons actually.
When I was touring with him, the Neon Icon tour.
There you go.
I was his DJ on that tour.
That's so cool, man. That was around the same time.
I'm surprised
probably.
I didn't. That's how I got introduced to dope. Because cats kept showing up. Michael, you know Michael Kleck?
For sure.
Okay, so Michael is like supplying the whole crew, which he still owes me some dope. Michael never did come through with that.
No,
but
he's about to give you some new stuff that we're working on actually.
Hey, I like that.
Yeah.
That's tight.
It is tight, man. I remember like putting on for that guy Riff Raff when he was just really weird and on the internet, and the
Right.
big boss being like, I don't know, bro, this is risky. Like this is too out there. And he was rocking Neff like just on his own, you know?
Right.
And eventually, because we just like, all of us in the office just kept wanting to like put him on. We were like, yo, this dude is so turnt and so weird and like, yeah, and it happened, you know, and it happened, and then we worked together a lot. We helped him out.
I feel like he kind of paved the path for a lot of these new rappers that are out now.
Absolutely, dude.
You feel that way?
Absolutely, trailblazing for these guys like Lil.
A lot of them
Pump
even
and all
look
the-
up to him like, yo, Riff's the
I
god.
hope so. Yeah, they ought to. I mean, he's still going. He's still going. He's busy.
Oh, he's
still
out there in
putting out
Vegas
stuff.
doing his thing. I catch him on the internet every now and then, always doing something hilarious.
Yeah.
One of my favorite ones was he was at like a car lot. He did like a used car lot thing, and I was dying, dude. He like had the whole get up and everything. He was like selling used cars and shit.
Yeah, that was ill.
He was like sold some old Mercedes to an old lady for like $100K, and it was literally like a $10,000 Benz or some shit. And he's hustling shit. And you said you sold him a bunch of gear, some old parkas and windbreakers, right?
Yeah. He used to come by the shop and buy a bunch of windbreakers and shit.
And like, you got a shop or what?
Yeah. I had a shop over there in Silver Lake. And I
Was it the gallery and then turned into like a
the
boutique
gallery-
or something?
Yeah.
Tight. What was the shop name?
The Gravel Pit.
yeah.
Oh, the Gravel Pit. Okay,
yeah.
so that was like a gallery and a shop at the same time?
Yeah. And we used to do these low end nights called Sound Waves.
Tight.
And it was a fun spot for a while.
Silver Lake's dope. I like Silver Lake. Chill crowd over there
That's pretty chill.
Yeah, it's
for
cool.
the most part. Echo Park, Silver Lake. Get down.
You gotta
First
get
time I
your
ever had
bread up.
Pokey was over there. This girl took me out for Pokey. I didn't know what to think. It was a little different. But then I got used to it. Now I love it.
For sure.
So
I don't know. I can't get down with it. I mean, first time I tried it was in Hawaii.
Really? You're not down?
that was a name.
You like sushi? Just sorta.
Sort of. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I'm not the biggest fan. But
Yeah.
You got to be like a sushi fan. I think that's what it
sure.
is. I didn't even try sushi until I was like 20. And then I was like, it's acquired taste. You know, I was like, okay. My brother was like, yo, sushi was like banging this, what was she? Chinese girl. She was big on, I think she was Chinese. I want to say Chinese. Oh, no, she was Taiwanese. Sorry.
Yeah, don't
I hope
get
I didn't
mixed
offend
up, man.
anybody. Jeez. Anyway, but they were going to sushi 3 days a week. He's like, you got to come with us. You got to come with us. And I was like, all right. I finally went with him. I was like, man, I don't know how I feel about this. Then like we went back again. I was like, oh, okay, I kind of liked it. You know, and then add a little ginger. You got to find what works for you. Sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it does.
I love that. I could eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Right? It's healthy.
there's
Sure.
like 4 or 5 different things I can do that I enjoy.
Right?
At least, yeah.
What's that? Name one.
The albacore. I can do albacore.
Okay, the tuna.
I can do like toro, like fatty, like good fatty tuna.
Fatty tuna. That sounds like an album right there.
Yeah.
I'm coming out with the new Fatty Tuna mixtape next week, y'all. That's what's up. So you got any dope releases coming out anytime soon? Any new merch or gear?
I kind of just drop it as I go.
Okay. So you just get an idea and just start building it and
Yeah.
how does that work? You make like 10 of the same piece? Because you're embroidering. I feel like that's going to be like unique.
Yeah, I actually do make to order. So I'll come up with an idea and I'll just put it online and see how it does. And hopefully
Do your buyers ever like shop off your Instagram? Like Junk Mania be like, yo, I like that one you did and give me some of those?
I'll mainly overseas, I'll get people that'll hit me up and be like, we want to put in a wholesale order. And I'll accommodate them. If it's worth it to me, if I like the shop, if, you know, I think it's going to be a city that I'm not in or something that I'd like to be in.
How did you build such a big presence overseas?
I went to Japan once. I hooked up with the homies. I always liked Japanese design sensibilities. And
They have a
like
huge, from what I understand, like Japanese is huge in fashion.
Yeah, they're like being over there was a trip just because their perspective on things is different. They're like not eyeballing you up and down and trying to like judge what you're wearing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they genuinely enjoy it and they'll come up to you and express the fact that they like what you're wearing.
Like I dig the Nikes,
Be
man.
like, yo, man, that fucking outfit's fresh. Can I take a photo of you and put you in a magazine that'll come out next month? Like, all right.
Sure, why not?
Sure.
I'm on my way to the store.
You
If
guys
dig
put out
it-
magazines in a month? Yeah, run that.
Right.
You know?
That's what's up.
So, yeah.
Do you go back there often or?
Yeah, I've been out there like 3 times in the last like 3 years.
Wow.
I've been out there for like 2 Halloweens and it's wild.
Whoa. What's Halloween like?
Wild.
Wait, Tokyo or what?
Yeah, in Shibuya.
Shibuya.
Yeah, it's like the last year when we went, there's 100,000 people on the street.
Dang.
Just
Dressed up being
walking
weird.
the streets. Can you drink in public out there?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I
Oh,
love. I
man,
just got back
there's
from
vending
Korea.
machines
We were
all
drinking
over.
Sinju everywhere we went. Or Sohu. Sinju.
Soju?
Soju.
Chuhais? Chuhais are in Japan. Right?
I was in Korea.
In Korea, you're
The green
drinking
bottles.
soju, yeah.
And people were, like, dudes in full-on business suits just passed out. He's like, yeah. He's like, there's no drugs here, but people get drunk as shit, and nobody does anything about it.
Oh, it's
There's
real
actually a
out
dope
there.
Instagram called Shibuya Meltdown.
I'm about to check that out.
It's just people passed
It's
out?
just literally fools just passed out.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
It's real.
It's like, must
out
be a
there.
common thing.
Oh yeah,
So you
it's
were-
like a tourist. Somebody took me through Shibuya, and literally they were like, "Okay, and here's one of these, and here's one. You'll see these in Shibuya."
Right.
I mean, it's just people passed out in the street, man.
Right.
We around here, we got it.
No, you get picked up by the drunk tank in America.
yeah.
If you're like, it's like illegal to be like intoxicated in public. They will like take you to a drunk tank and like make you sober up.
It's
over there, they're like,
some
just push 'em
different
to the side.
Yeah,
It's like New York, Las Vegas in the future, wrapped up in one big crazy
yeah,
city.
with no drugs at the same time.
Right.
I mean,
it took
there's-
us forever to find weed.
mean,
that
there's drugs
sucked, man.
everywhere.
Well,
There is. But we were
But
paying
yeah.
$100 a gram for weed in Korea.
Whoa.
A 10 bag out here, maybe less than. It cost $100 in Korea.
Wow.
And the homies over there with the one hitter fake cigarette thing. Like, here, bro, you trying to hit the weed? Like, we're gonna make this 10 bag last all day. That shit
I
sucked.
take the vape pens and shit out there.
Yeah, see, that's what he said. He goes, he's like, the vape pens are the way to go because they don't even know what's going on.
Yeah.
They're not even onto it. Yeah, I mean, well, some people obviously they're making
And
that
plus,
shit in
they're
China.
just
but
smoking like a million cigarettes around you.
Non-stop.
So as long as it doesn't smell like weed,
right, you don't
you're
light up a
straight.
joint.
Yeah,
you're straight. That's the way to do it. Got to keep your head straight, man. Because I got there and we were shooting some music videos. I was like, damn, bro. And luckily, the guy I was with actually like had the plug, so we were straight. But still, at that price point, I told him, I was like, man, I'm sorry, I can't throw down on a $100 10 bag. That's just against policy.
against
That's
policy.
against all policies. I mean, I'm from Oregon, where weed's basically free. Now it is. Everybody grows weed. My dad grows weed. You can legally have 4 plants without a card or anything.
That's
Wow.
Straight
More
up.
plants though.
Just without a
But just
card or
anybody,
anything.
just a
More
random
plants.
You
civilian.
should see these plants, bro. They are like literally the size of this table, like trees, fucking
Whoa,
trees.
One of them?
One.
Yeah.
You know, so imagine 4 to a
Yeah.
normal person. That's gonna be like good enough to get you to the year. If you smoke like my dad, which is like nothing, you know, he's like, man, I got all this weed hanging on. What do I do with it? I'm like, trim that shit. It looks fucking nasty. Right. But now I go up there and everybody like, they greet me, you know, hey man, check this out. And they like to just show it off. Yo, I got this stuff. Oh, that stuff sucks. Or I'll call them chronic critics.
Chronic
critics. They all want to bash each other's weed because they all think they have the best. You know,
right.
so weed growers.
But it's not bad to be friends with a few of those.
Not at all. Not at all. Speaking of friends, I actually have a song from Eliminate, and this is the Pyramid EP VIP. Pyramid VIP that he released on Twonk just recently. Let's get into it.
Let's get it.
Damn, Eliminate, man. That man's from Seattle, too.
Smashing.
We had Oz twonking out in here for a good second.
There we go.
Getting it. Prince Dakkar's over here just chiefing, chilling out. You know how we do it out here in LA.
Oh man, Eliminate's crushing, man. We got so many people crushing over there on Twonk right now. It's like a rebirth, it's like a class of 2017, class of 2018. So what's
It's
happening?
that new shit. If
Yeah.
you don't know about it, you just need to get on it.
Yeah,
You guys got a tour coming up, or you're on tour right now or something, right?
Basically, yeah. It started soon. It's called the Twonk Takeover Tour. It's hitting a handful of major cities across the states.
Okay.
And Brills is like putting it on his back, you know? Like he's the figurehead of the label basically,
Right.
and these shows are like, you know, his baby. So he's bringing out the new blood on the label.
I see that.
And to just like come play all the shows. It's a squad thing. There's no local openers on any show.
Okay.
It's 100% Twonk artists on all the shows.
Dope.
And it comes here on December 14th to LA at Exchange. That one's going to be crazy. And also, We just we made a whole bunch of new clothes that we're dropping and we're bringing on tour with us.
So a whole new merch line for 2018?
I mean, it's just a handful of things, but it's been a minute since we've injected life into this section, so we're excited about it. Yeah.
I'm excited. That sounds tight.
We did a cool photo shoot on Friday.
Actually, I'm digging
which we mentioned earlier.
I'm digging all the visuals you guys are putting out now. I see the whole twonk direction and I like really seen it like growing to what it is now. And I'm like, oh man, it's tight. It's like,
I appreciate that.
Obviously it was like, I think like a year or two ago, maybe not everybody knew about it, but I think now it's like a culture. Like cats are like, yo, twonk. You know, I feel like, I mean, it's not just the music for me. I feel like it's more like the fashion, the music, the whole vibe, period, you know? And people get down.
Dude,
I remember when you had braids down to the back of your legs and you were getting down. I've seen you headbanging and doing all kinds of crazy stuff on stage.
Yeah, man, those were good times. I go on the road with Sammy every once in a while. He's out doing, he crushes it as is. But we got a squad of good brothers together that when we're together, we're just gonna wild out. You know,
I like it.
Yeah, that's just how it is, and that's how we all, you know, that's why we come together in the first place. That's just who we are. Yeah.
Well, December 14th, Exchange. I'll see you guys there.
All right, that's what's up.
Prince Dakkar.
Yeah.
What about you, man?
It's good.
We out here.
We out here.
We are most definitely out here. I'm digging all the camo and shit, man. I'm definitely want to check out some more stuff on your website. What was that website again?
Yeah, it's DakkarStudios.com, or you could type in PrinceDakkar.com. I got both of them laced up.
Anything big coming up?
Big? I mean, I don't know. I guess I'll see if it's big. I don't know if anything's going to be big before it is, so we'll see.
Shit's big in Japan. We know that much.
Definitely is.
Shout out to Japan. Oh, man, there's so much going on right now. Oh, you said, wait, hold up first. I remember we were talking about you had Bitcoin on your website.
Oh,
is that a form of payment?
Yeah. I just added that on.
Are you on Bitcoin yet?
No, you know, I'm a Bitcoinless man.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about Litecoin?
I don't got any Bitcoins.
I gotta get on that.
I just saw everybody making that Bitcoin. I figured I'd take it
too,
you know what I'm
right?
saying?
I mean, so have you received a payment in Bitcoin thus far?
No, I
because
haven't.
I mean, what do? Do you pay in like 0.25% of my Bitcoin for something low?
It's weird.
I don't know, but if you had $5 and now you have $10 and you want to spend those $5 you made, you can come and spend them on DakkarStudios.com.
There it is right there, my guy. Well, that's what's up. I want to close out the segment. Thank you guys for coming on the Kickback Show tonight.
Yeah, true that. Thanks for having us, bro. This is cool.
Of course, man. You guys keep putting out dope gear, man. That's what I mean. We wouldn't even have you here if you weren't putting out dope gear. So
that's what's up.
That being said, it's the Kickback Show, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Dash Radio, y'all. It's your boy, the DJ TJ. Shout out to Oz, Prince Dakkar. We out here.